The abstract class is a incomplete class which contain the abstract method. So as you know, in Java programming also, we're using the abstract method. The work of abstract method is what? Um, the parent class is giving a prototype or it is giving a function, and that function is used in the child class. It's just like suppose you are if I am giving you a bowel, so in that bowel you can take the curry, you can take any kind of you can say but take the water, take the milk. So it is a container where you can do anything over there. Suppose if you define a function in a class and that function uh, the other class want to use the same function, but they want to give their functionality. ମୁଁ ଗୋଟେ ଫଙ୍କସନ୍ ଡିଫାଇନ୍ କରିବି ପ୍ୟାରେଣ୍ଟ କ୍ଲାସ୍ରେ, ସେ ଫଙ୍କସନ୍ ଗୁଡ଼ାକ ଚାଇଲ୍ଡ କ୍ଲାସ୍ ମାନେ ତାକୁ ୟୁଜ୍ କରିବା, ଅଦର କ୍ଲାसेସ୍ ମାନେ ସେଇ ଫଙ୍କସନ୍ଟାକୁ ସେମାନେ ୟୁଜ୍ କରିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି କିନ୍ତୁ ସେମାନେ ସେମାନଙ୍କର ଫଙ୍କସନାଲିଟି ଦେବେ। ତ ସେଇ କେସେସ୍ରେ ମୁଁ ୟୁଜ୍ କରିବି କ'ଣ ନା abstract class use करेगी। तो abstract class is called as the incomplete class which contain the abstract method. Abstract method is incomplete method where the method is only declared but it doesn't have any kind of implementation. Method टा खाली define हबो किंतु सेटा implement हबो कोठी ना derived class रे implement हबो। Method is only declared but it is implemented in the derived class is called as your abstract class. So abstract method is an incomplete method. For defining the abstract method we require the abstract class. So for defining the abstract method abstract class is required. Then how you have to define, see that here a class document is defined, class document, then def show function. So we are defining a show function here. So in that show function it is only declare but here no functionality is implemented. So when you define a function and it is not having any kind of functionality, then it is called as a abstract method. Okay, so if the method is not implemented, it is shows an exception. That exception is called as the raise non-implemented error. So that error name is non-implemented error. Then we are defining a class PDF, class Word. Other two class we are defining here. Then documents is the object of class which is giving a reference to the three object. And a gote object रे हमें तीनटा क्लास ऑब्जेक्ट को वेरीफाई कले, that is document 1, document 2, document 3. ये जो तीनटा डॉक्यूमेंट हमें डिफाइन कले हमें ऑब्जेक्ट बनेले कहार ना पीडीएफ क्लास रो, एक क्लास रो ऑब्जेक्ट बना होची, दीटा क्लास पीडीएफ रो बनाला आ गोटे क्लास वर्ड रो बनाला, माने गोटे ऑब्जेक्ट तीन जन को रेफरेंस दबो, मींस वन ऑब्जेक्ट इज एक्टिंग एज अ different form, so that is called as your polymorphism. Like suppose when it is called as like the role of yourself, when you are at home you are the sister, you are daughter of your role is different. When you are going to the college your role is different, you acting as a student. In your friend circle you are acting as a friend. So your role is different depending upon the situation or depending upon the person where you are interacting. The similar way the function, the object we are creating for a class, it is acting in a different way. Like here we're defining document 1, document 2, document 3. Okay, so three objects we are creating. Now for document in documents, so we are creating another object document in documents. In documents means this one. So it just called as a array because in this object we are storing the three class object. So what are the values are stored in the documents object? It comes to the document. When you write document dot show, then it is calling one function. So as we are calling the PDF class function two times, so it is showing you show PDF content, show PDF content. Then here I am showing you Word document, so it is showing you show Word content. Okay. So now I will show the program. I run the program, then it is helping you. So here we define a class document. Then here show function is present, same program. Then I run it now. Okay. So it is showing you show PDF content two time and show Word content one time. अच्छा ये प्रोग्राम टा बुझी हला ना आउथरे बुझी को
ହେଲା
ओके नेक्स्ट then Python modules are used to categorize the code in Python into smaller part. Means it is converting a code into a smaller unit. Like you know that in the Java we're using a packaging program. Packages we're using. The packages, it is helping you to divide the complex program into a smaller part. Suppose if a tax has given to you that uh, you have to create an application for the banking system. In banking system, lot of features are present like RD account, loan account, and your saving account. That is not possible for a single person. They have to develop the entire program. So this program is divided into a smaller part or smaller chunks. Okay, and that smaller part is handled individually. तो जो छोटे छोटे पार्ट मु मॉड्यूल्स रे डिवाइड करिवे से माने इंडिविजुअली हैंडल्ड होबो तापरे से माने कोन करिवे ना कॉल हेबे मेन मॉड्यूल्स. The Python module is just like that. Modules are used to categorize the code in Python into smaller part. A module is simply a file where classes, function, and variable are defined. Grouping the similar code into a single file make it is easy to access. The advantages of module is Python provide the following advantages for using the modules. One is your reusability. Okay, so once you write the code, suppose you are creating a program for GST implementation, so you write the code, the GST implementation once, and suppose you are creating a GST for the service industry, like it is telecom or education industry, so there is a fixed what GST is present. So when that kind of industry has coming to you for implementing the GST part, so there is no need to write that no need to write that statement again and again. Okay, so once you are written the code, that means it is over. And when there is a requirement, you call the modules by calling the by giving its name. So there is no need to write the modules again and again. The modules are used to categorize the code in Python into smaller part. A module is simply a file where class, function, and variable are defined. Grouping the similar code into a single files make it is easy to access. One is advantages is what? One is reusability. Module can be used in some other Python code. Hence, it provides the facility of the code reusability. It provides the code reusability concept. Categorization, similar type of attribute can be placed in one or more module. Vijayala module la kamo.
Yes, sir.
Now here we have to go for an example, like we are creating a file or where I am storing a function. Function name is add, which takes the parameter a and b. So it is added the number and it is next is return the value. It's stored in the addition.py. Now if I want to call this module into another program, so here I write import module addition.add 10 and 20, addition.add 30 and 40. So we're importing the module and through the module name means file name we're calling the function. Okay, तो ये जो प्रोग्राम टा गोटे फाइल रे स्टोर हला एटा होची addition.py तापर ये जो addition.py फंक्शन टा को मु कॉल करबी आ गोटे प्रोग्राम रे मु लिखिबी import addition.add मु 10 and 20 पास करली आ गोटे addition.add 30 and 40 पास करली तो ये जो 10 and 20 30 and 40 एटा को मु जो वैल्यू पास करबी ये 10 and 20 एठी की गला a and b रे स्टोर हैला the c equals to a plus b, so 10 and 20 is added here and it is printing you the result. But the two program must be same in a save in a same drive, then it is working. Then here we are calling the modules. Both are present in the same drive. Then I call this program Python. Here it is printing you 30 and 70. So this one 10 and 20 it is added and it is giving you 30. 30 and 40 it is giving you 70. Okay.
Yes, sir.
बुझे तो
Yes, sir.
it is a way of calling model. So when there is a requirement, you write here import statement. In the Java also you are writing the import statement for calling the package. So in the Python also you can include the import statement to working with it.
Sir, ଆଉ କେତେଟା କ୍ଲାସ୍ ରହିଲା ଆମର?
Then here we are using from import statement. The from import statement is used to import a particular attribute from a module. Suppose in a module you having the different kind of functions, but if you want to call the specific function, then from import statement is used. And if you write from import star, it is called whole the module. So it is not calling the specific function, it is calling whole the modules here. If you notice here we have the four function: circle, square, rectangle, and triangle. Then now we call the specific function here. We're calling here from area means we are calling this package import square and rectangle. So here circle, square, rectangle, triangle is present, but here we only call the particular element square and rectangle. The square and rectangle, in the square we pass the parameter 10. When you are passing parameter 10, it comes to here and it is multiplied 10 into 10. And here if you pass rectangle 2 and 5, it is moving to here, length into width, that is multiply L and B, and it is written the result. So we are calling the function as area 1. Okay, so it is printing you the value square 10. So 10 into 10 is 100. 2 into 5 is having length into width. It is passing you here 10. Apart from this, we have some kind of built-in module. The বুঝিয়ে না previous program টা?
Yes, sir.
Some built-in modules we have. So there are many built-in modules are present. Some of them are as follows: math, random, trading, collection, waste, mailbox, string, time, Kinter for designing the GUI application we're using. Each module has a number of built-in functions which can be used to perform the various actions. Like when you are using math module, using the math module, you can use the different built-in mathematical function like ceiling, it return the next integer number, square root, it return the square root of a given number, exponential return the natural logarithm, floor return the floor value like floor division, log it return the natural logarithm of the number, pow it return the power of that number. Then we're using sine theta, cos theta, and tan theta. We're using random function. It return a random number between 0.0 and 1.0, where 1.0 is a exclusive number. Then it is generating a random number between the two. Then random integer, it return the random number between x and y. Means if you want to get the value from a specific range, you generating the random number between the specific range, we're using random int. So how it is working? For generating a random number, first you have to include import statement. Run it into the online compiler. There's some problem. It is showing you the random number 0.126. It is one random number. If you run another time, it is generating another number. So it is randomly printing any number. If I pass any range, suppose 10 to 20, is showing you 12 random int, random dot random int. One random number is 12. Another time if you execute, it is give you another number 17. बुझेला?
Yes, sir.
So we cover up to random value. In the next class, ମୁଁ start କରିବି string ରୁ ଏଠୁ start ହବ ତ କାଲି ଟିକେ ହବନି next class ତୁମର Thursday ଦିନ ହବ ହେଲା
Yes, sir. Sir, ଆଉ କେତେଟା କ୍ଲାସ୍ ଲାଗିବ ଆମର?
ଆଉ ତଥାପି ଆଉ 10ଟା ଖଣ୍ଡେ ଲାଗିବ 10ଟା ଭିତରେ ଏଇଟା ସରିଯିବ ଏଇଟା ତ ଶୀଘ୍ର ସରିଯିବ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ତମର ମେନ୍ ଚାପ୍ଟର ହେଉଛି ତୁମର ଯେଉଁ GUI ଆପ୍ଲିକେସନଟା ଗ୍ରାଫିକ୍ ୟୁଜର ଇଣ୍ଟରଫେସ୍ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ରହିବ ତୁମର ଡେଟାବେସ୍ କନେକ୍ଟିଭିଟି ବୁଝିହେଉଛି ଆଉ ପାଖାପାଖି 10 ତାରିଖ ଭିତରେ ସରିଯିବ ନଭେମ୍ବର 10 ଭିତରେ ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି ବୁଝିଲା
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.